Okay, hi students. So today's session we are going to see about graphs. Okay, we'll see the questions related to graphs in one dimensional motion or motion in a straight line. So while we deal graphs, certain points which we need to consider is what? First point is first point is slope. Okay, slope of position time graph. Slope of position time graph is what? Velocity. Slope of position time graph, or slope of displacement time graph, or slope of uh, distance time graph, anything. Okay, slope of position time graph is velocity. Suppose if we consider velocity time graph, slope of velocity time graph is what? Acceleration. Okay, slope of velocity time graph is acceleration. Okay, regarding slopes, how it comes, all these things in detail we have discussed in our video lectures. Okay, third important point is what? Area. Area of velocity time graph. Area of velocity time graph gives us either distance or displacement. Correct or what? So displacement means positive area minus negative area. Distance means total area. Okay, total area. This is total area. Now here what displacement is? Positive area, that is area on the positive side of y-axis, minus area on the negative side of y-axis. Okay, so these are the things. So we should know how to calculate the slope if it is a straight line and all. Okay, all those things we will have to know. Okay, hope you have all watched those video lectures. Okay, now we will move to problems. Okay, so this is the first question. The position of a particle moving along x-axis at a certain times is given below. Okay, at a time t is equal to 0, position is -2. At a time t is equal to 1 second, the position is 0. At a time t is equal to 2 second, position is 6 meter. Like that they have given. Now, which of the following describes the motion correctly? Okay, they are asking whether this is uniformly accelerated motion or uniformly decelerated motion, non-uniform accelerated motion likewise. So here, this is if acceleration is there, motion will not be uniform. The intention of this question is whether the acceleration is uniform or not. That is what. Okay, so let us check whether you can also do with me. Once if you get the answer, if you have some answer, please comment without fail. Okay, so first let us see the velocity between different points. Okay, so first velocity I am taking v1. Okay, v1 is equal to what? This position minus this position divide by this time minus this time. Okay, so 0 minus -2 divide by time 1. This is nothing but v is equal to what? X2 minus x1 divide by time. That is what we are applying here. So this is nothing but 2 meter per second v1. So v1 we got 2 meter per second. Let us check the next point. So between this and this, okay, so this is nothing but 6 minus 0 divided by 2 minus 1. So how much is this? 6 meter per second. Velocity is varying. Now let us consider this and this. V3 is equal to what? 16 minus 6 divided by 3 minus 2. So here we are getting 10 meter per second. 10 meter per second. Clear? So now how to check whether the acceleration is uniform or not? What is the acceleration is what? Rate of change of velocity. Okay, rate of change of velocity. So in 1 second, how much change has happened between v1 and v2? This is 4 meter per second square. Same way between v2 and v3, what is the difference? 10 minus 6, again 4 meter per second square. So the acceleration is what? Uniform. So we can say option A is the correct answer. Okay, acceleration is there, but and that acceleration is uniform acceleration. So exactly we could, the option should be like a uniformly accelerated. This is the correct statement, uniformly accelerated. Okay, so we found the velocities between different intervals, and finally what we did, we saw the difference between the velocities, all the points. So everywhere difference of velocity is same, so that is why we have taken it as uniformly accelerated. If you understood, please comment in the chat box. If you have any doubt, you can ask there. Okay, if you understood, just give me an acknowledgement. Okay, understood. Or otherwise, if you have doubt, you can ask. Okay, don't hesitate to ask doubts. Okay, Bharati, Rohit, Shivarsha. Okay, Blesson, Satana. Okay, all of you understood. Fine. So with your permission, I am moving to the next problem. Okay, Nitya, you can mute your audio.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right, fine. Okay, next problem. Okay, which of the following graph represents uniform motion? Which of the following graph represents uniform motion? So they have given distance time graph. Okay, distance time graph. Any answer? If you have any answer, please comment this. So uniform motion means what? Uniform motion means it must have constant speed. Constant speed. Okay, or constant velocity. Then we can say uniform motion. So if it is a distance time graph or displacement time graph, what is slope? Slope is nothing but velocity. Slope is nothing but velocity. So wherever velocity slope is constant, wherever slope is constant, we can say this is going to be uniform. So slope is constant. If slope is constant, then that is of constant velocity, we can say. So constant slope means what? Option 1. Okay, Subhashri is saying option 1. Okay, that is correct answer. Okay, so option A is the correct answer. Okay, so here we have constant slope. Here slope is 0. Here straight line, but slope is equal to 0. Here slope is changing. At this point, it is changing its direction. Okay, but this is what? At the topmost point, again here slope will become what? 0. But here in this case, slope is constant. So velocity or speed is constant. Okay, straight line passing through origin, or a straight line at some angle with the time axis. Okay, all having constant slope. Okay, is that clear, all of you? Shall we move to the next problem? Okay, if you have to call back, I will come back to the same question. Okay, next one. The displacement time graph for two particles A and B are straight lines inclined at an angle 30 degree and 60 degree with the time axis. Okay, so they are giving displacement time graphs. Okay, one is, the both are straight lines. Okay, one is straight line at an angle 30 degree, another is also straight line at an angle 60 degree with the time axis. What they are asking is ratio of their velocities, ratio of their velocities. So can you do, please do this and comment the answers. So I am also doing parallelly. What they are asking is a ratio of velocities, VA is to VB. So for a displacement time graph, slope is nothing but velocity. Slope is nothing but velocity. In the question, if angle is given, how we will find slope? Slope is equal to what? Tan theta. Slope is equal to tan theta. So VA by VB is equal to what? Tan 30 divided, suppose this is for A body, this is for B body, tan 30 divided by tan 60. So this is going to be 1 by root 3 divided by root 3. We will be getting 1 by 3. Okay, someone is commenting. Let us see. Option D. Okay, fine. Yeah, correct answer. Okay, option D. Okay, so option D is the correct answer. Okay, all of you understood, children? Any doubt in this question? Position time graph or distance time graph or displacement time graph, slope is nothing but velocity. Always remember this. Slope with respect to time axis. Okay, so this is S, this is T. Okay, remember this. Any doubt, anyone? Shall I move to the next problem? Okay, now this is the next problem. Okay, this is the next problem. For the from the following displacement time graph, find out the velocity of the moving body. Find out the velocity of the moving body. Okay, so please answer this one. Can you please answer this? I'll wait for your answers. Fourth option also. Okay, fourth option 1 by 3 meter per second you can take. Okay, just comment your answers. Okay, Mukund is saying root 3. Sadhana is saying, okay, option C. Okay, root 3, option C. Both are giving option C answer. Anyone has any answer, please comment this. Any different answers? Option C. Kavin is also saying option C. Subhashri, option 3. Fine. So all are smart. What they have given here? They have given this as displacement axis, and here they have given time axis. So generally when we take slope, if we take in a hurry burry, tan 30 if we take, okay, tan 30 if we take, what will happen? 1 by root 3 answer is ready here. Option A. But slope with respect to time axis is what we should take. So this is going to be 60 degree. So velocity is actually tan 60, which is nothing but root 3. So option C is correct. So if we make a mistake, there one option is showing hands to us. Come here, click me. Okay, that will give us negative marks. Okay, they asked this problem in various entrance examinations different times. Okay, so hope it is clear for all of you. Shall we move to the next problem? Yeah, this one. The diagram shows displacement time graph for a particle moving in a straight line. The average velocity for the time interval, time t is equal to 0 and time t is equal to 5 is. How to find the average velocity? Can you all try? Try please. And if you are getting the answers, please comment. So average velocity is what? Total displacement divide by total time. Our fundamental formula, which we have studied. Okay, we will stick to the basics. So average velocity is total displacement by total time. So here we can say one displacement is what? From time 0 to 2 seconds. How much is the displacement? It is given in the y-axis. The displacement is, which is nothing but 20. Okay, then next set of displacement is from, see, I will mark the points. Okay, from this point to this point, one displacement. Okay, then from this point to this point, another displacement. So this is coming back to, again coming back, the direction is changed, so we will take minus 20. Then the third displacement is what? Third displacement is again this one. Here the third displacement, how much? That is minus 10, it is shown. Okay, so 20 plus minus 20 plus minus 10. Okay, so this is what is sum of the displacement. Displacement means we will have to consider the direction, not distance they are asking. And time is what? 0 to 2 plus 2 to 4 plus 4 to 5, that is 1. So totally what is getting this 20 will be cancelled off. Minus 10 divided by 5, we will be getting minus 2 meter per second. This is the average velocity. Option C is the correct answer. Okay, please go through the solution. If anyone has any doubt, please ask. We have spent some time, a lot of time, for finding average velocity and average speed. So that concept here graphically we are getting. If everyone is clear, just comment. Okay, Sadhana, understood. Fine. Thank you. Other children? Okay, Shanmati, Bharati, Blesson, Nitya. Okay, all of you are clear? Mukund, fine. Okay, Kavyamsu, Kavimitra. Okay, okay, children. So all of you understood. Fine, good. Now, shall we move to the next problem? Okay, what about this one? Whether option 4 is correct. Okay, Subhashri is asking whether option. No, since the problem is like, since the minus 2 is there, since minus 2 is there in the options, and since in the graph, okay, Subhashri, I'll come back. See, the thing is like they are showing the displacement as positive and negative. You can see the negative direction displacement is more here. So because of that reason, since this minus 2 is given here, we will have to opt to minus 2. If no signs are given, okay, then that will be asking speed only. Okay, so if that is the case, then the answer will be different. Total speed, if they are asking speed, then we can take total distance. So then all of them we can add. But here it is velocity, so we will have to consider that negative sign. So option D cannot be taken. If even if they are not putting a minus 2 there, then again there is a chance, possibility is there. Is that clear? Okay, what about this one? Figure shows displacement time graph of a body. What is the ratio of speed in the first second and in the next 2 seconds? So first second means 0 to 1 second, it will have a speed, and from 1 to 3 second, that duration it will have another speed. So what is going to be the ratio? That is the question. Can you do this? Okay, okay, how can we do this? First we will see speed between 0 to 1 second. So this is displacement time graph. So speed is nothing but slope. So I am interested to take the slope between 2 points so that I'll be getting the speed. If angle is given, we will take tan theta. If angle is not given, what we will do? Mathematically, slope is nothing but y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Here in y-axis, this is displacement, and in x-axis, this is nothing but time. Okay, so here when they ask speed, what we will do? We will take x2 minus x1. This x and x2 minus x1 is nothing but displacement. Divide by t2 minus t1. So displacement x time t. This is what. Now, what is the displacement? X2 is 30. That is this point. And here x1 is nothing but 0. Divide by time, corresponding time here it is 1 second, minus here it is 0 second. So 30 meter per second is the speed between the time 0 and 1 second. Now second, okay, let us consider this is speed from 0 to 1. Now speed from 1 to 3 seconds, again slope. This time I am going to take next 2 points. Which points I will take? I will take this point and this point. So here comes the trick. You have to be very careful here. This is going to be 0 minus 30 divided by 3 minus 1, because I should consider this point minus this point actually. Okay, this point minus this point I should consider. So 0 minus 30 divided by 3 minus 1. So minus 30 divided by 2, I am getting minus 15 meter per second. Okay, so someone has answered. Let us see. Option D. Mugund is saying option D. Mugund is saying option D. Okay, so that is correct answer. Option D is the correct answer. So here the speed, if we consider the speed from 0 to 1 by speed from 1 to 3 is equal to what? 30 divided by 15. If we consider, this is going to be 2 by 1. So 2 is to 1. Option D is the correct answer. So this is a good question. Okay, the only mistake, there is a chance like we should not take from what? From first point to second point. Okay, that mistake we should not make. Okay, but since it is ratio, no worries. Okay, is that clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, shall we move to the next problem? Anyone has any doubt, you can ask. Okay, done. Okay, next one. A ball is thrown vertically upwards. Which of the following plots represent the speed time graph of the ball during its flight if the air resistance is not ignored? Okay, simply we just need to understand when a ball is thrown upwards, okay, which will be the proper graph. What will be? So now we came to velocity time graph or speed time graph. Till now we were discussing only displacement time graph. Now we have started with the speed time graph. Any answer? So when it is thrown upwards, what will happen to speed? Speed will reduce or not? We will be throwing upwards. We will be throwing upwards with the maximum velocity. We will be throwing upwards with the maximum velocity, and at the maximum height. At the maximum height, this is going to have. Okay, this is going to have velocity is equal to 0. Okay, velocity is equal to 0 at the maximum height. Okay, so again, when it comes back, it will be starting with the velocity 0, and when it reaches the bottom, it will have maximum velocity. it will have maximum velocity. Okay, so which graph will be apt? Option C is the correct answer, because for option C we can see it starts with a good velocity or speed, some reasonable speed, then in between the velocity becomes zero, then again it is increasing. Okay, so at a time t is equal to, where at a time where we can see here, this point is the point where it reaches the maximum height. Is that clear, all of you? And the acceleration is constant, right? G, acceleration is constant. So slope also, the slope of speed time graph, slope of velocity time graph must be constant. Okay, if the acceleration is constant. Okay, the other options are like, see, if I take option A, if I take option A, here the acceleration is this slope is not constant actually. See, look at this part, this part, slope is not constant. Slope is not constant, slope is varying. That means acceleration is varying, but here acceleration is constant. Okay, g is the acceleration due to gravity, so that can be considered as constant. So in all these cases, here also the slope is not constant, and in this case also slope is not constant. So while going in the upward journey as well as downward journey, the constant acceleration or constant slope is possible only at the option C. That is why we are choosing that. Is that clear? Then symmetry is there. Symmetry is followed there. Okay, that is what. One more question we will do. Okay. Okay, Sadhana, fine. What about this one? A train moves from one station to another in 2 hours time. Its speed time graph during this motion is shown in the figure. The maximum acceleration during the journey is. So they have given four values: 140, 160, 100 and 120. Which is going to be the correct answer? The maximum acceleration, the train journey is given in the figure. Okay, if you know the answer, you can mark this. So here, from the initial look, I am getting like a slope is maximum between C and D. So this is speed time graph. Speed time graph. Speed time graph. Slope is what? Slope is nothing but acceleration. So if I could find the slope, I will be getting the acceleration. So if I try to find the slope between the points D and C, the acceleration between the point C and D, this is nothing but 60, that is this one, minus this speed, that is 20, divide by, here this is between 1.5 and 1, so this is going to be 1.25. So 1.25 minus this point is nothing but 1. So I am getting 40 divided by what? 0.25. This is nothing but 160 kilometers per hour. So I am getting option B. Now, suppose if pictorially if they have given like that, but somewhere if there is any slope is more, if you feel like that, check that also. So here just we found the slope and we got the acceleration. That is the maximum acceleration possible. Is that clear, all of you? If you have any doubt, you can ask. If it is clear, please comment it. Okay, clear, understood.